It's time to welcome the first of two great guests today. And it's great to welcome Iza Moon, who's the founder and director of Together We Shine. Hello, Iza.
Hello.
Thanks for coming in, because you've had to come all from the depths of Market Raising, haven't you?
Absolutely. Miles.
I know. So thank you for coming to see us here at LCR
Pleasure.
FM. Now, what is Together We Shine?
So Together We Shine is a not-for-profit community interest company offering initiatives to the community that are rooted mainly in just connecting with each other, having joy, having togetherness. And the main initiative that we're offering at the moment is Sing for Joy.
Brilliant. More about that in a moment.
Yeah.
I'm dreading that a little bit, though. But anyway, now, why did you start the group?
So I wanted to make joyful singing rather than formal singing accessible to everybody with no barriers. So no financial barriers, no barriers with ability, so that everybody who wants to be involved can come along and sing for joy.
So you're different to a choir then, aren't you?
Yes, very different. Yeah, we sing in a circle for a start. So it's more, the songs are more rooted in oral tradition. They've been handed down through generations, communities that would have sung in circles round fires, and the songs are very typical of that kind of music rather than pop songs or songs you might hear on the radio. They are specific oral tradition community circle songs.
Now, that's interesting because, I mean, I remember doing that in the Scouts.
Yes,
around
absolutely,
the bonfire.
Exactly, yeah.
What was it? Ging, gang, gooly, gooly,
Yeah.
gooly.
Oh, that's a good one. I'd forgotten about that.
And stuff like that. Yeah. So I didn't realise that was traditional singing.
Well, yeah. Yes, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Now, you're a fairly new group, aren't you? Just sort of set up early this year. So how much support have you had?
We've had loads of support, and the groups are growing organically. You know, word of mouth seems to be spreading, and we're getting more and more people coming along to the sessions, which is wonderful.
And how are you actually funded?
So we've had our first grant this year from National Lottery Community Fund, and that's basically funded our first one-year project for this year.
No, congratulations getting that.
Thank you.
That's amazing, yeah. And I'm intrigued by the fact that you're saying that you just come along and you just have fun, you don't need to sing. So, I mean, what is the premise of the group then?
So the idea is that there's no audition for a start to come in. You don't have to feel like you can sing. In fact, most people that come, the first thing I say is, I can't sing, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll put my hand up to that.
Yeah, so I say you're in the right place. And it's about letting go of that judgment that we so often have on ourselves, and just it's the experience rather than the performance. And it's the essence of it is about togetherness and community and joy and support. And everybody who comes is really warmly welcomed into that space. So it becomes like the Sing for Joy family, if you like.
Wonderful. Now, I know you're based in Grimsby, but where do you venture into Lincolnshire?
So we have sessions in Market Raising as well. And if we continue to expand in the way that we're doing, we'd love to be over in this area in Lincoln, particularly with a couple of the new projects that are emerging out of the needs and the wants of the community.
How have you established what those needs and wants are?
Well, I started doing Sing for Joy sessions before I set up the community interest company, and they were so well received, and I saw the benefits so clearly in the people that were coming that I wanted to make them more accessible, which is why I set up the company and set up more sessions for people to access. And when people started coming along, I was able to ask them what they'd like to do. And because we often use a drum in the songs, people said they wanted to love to learn to drum and sing at the same time, which is kind of like patting your head and rubbing your tummy. There's definitely an art to it. So we've started doing Sing and Drum for Joy as well now. And they've also just naturally started moving. People have started doing little actions to the songs. So we're going to start incorporating Sing and Move for Joy in the future as well. So it's bringing all those elements together.
Excellent. Now, I know you said, look, I just want to talk about the people who come to my wonderful things, but I've got to talk about you, Iza, because you are a singer-songwriter, aren't you?
I am, yes.
I know, and you've got some albums.
I have.
Tell me, Con.
Yeah, I've got a couple of albums on Spotify and iTunes and all those sort of major platforms. One's called Roots of Light, and the other one is called Spirit Sounds, which is incorporating sort of sound therapy into the music as well.
I'm just making notes of those so you can have a listen.
Great.
Which is good. Now, you've promised to send us a track, haven't you, so that we can play that next week.
I will,
Drive.
yes.
That'd be lovely. I'm so looking forward to that. Yeah. How did you get into singing?
It was very late in my life, actually. I spent most of my life thinking that I couldn't sing because I have a very low voice, and choirs and things that I'd been in, I found the songs very high. And it was actually a couple of simultaneous things. So I was at university doing a BA Honours Arts degree in community and arts and theatre, and there was a singing module, and I thought, oh God, this isn't going to be for me. But we did these circle songs and these call and response songs, and I loved it and realised that there was a way of singing that was more free and less formal. And it sort of inspired me, I suppose, as I was moving on into discovering singing and songwriting. And then it's just snowballed from there, really.
I do a little bit of playwriting,
Right.
But I can't imagine how I'd set about actually writing a song. I mean, how do you do it?
Well, that's interesting that you should say it, because I'm not actually sure either. Because this will sound really bizarre, but I'm completely self-taught and intuitive, so I can't read music. I don't really know anything about the technicality of writing music. But when I'm out walking, I hear a tune in my mind. I have the words in my mind. They just sort of come in a sort of poetic way. And then I get home, excuse me, and I get one of my instruments out and I do my best to create something very simple to accompany that, what I can hear in my mind. So it's been a very intuitive journey, and definitely just taught myself as I've gone along.
So do you get the music first?
I get the tune and the words.
Yeah, oh, right. So
and then I play a guitar, and I play a very old-fashioned type of a harp, and also the shamanic drum. So I choose which instrument I think I can put alongside what I'm kind of hearing. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. No, it's fascinating to know how you do it. Were you ever told that you can't sing?
I'm not sure that I was told that, but I had a definite feeling in myself that I couldn't sing, and I certainly wouldn't sing in public or in front of people.
Okay. Well, there's two other people in the studio who were told that they can't sing.
Right.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Sylvia's the other one. So after a bit of music, do you fancy doing a bit with us?
Yeah.
See if we can get Sylvia in.
That'd be great.
She's just hiding under the table. I can see on the camera. So we'll do that. Shall we do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we break for some music then?
Yeah, great.
While I go and ask Sylvia nicely if she'll come and join us. Play that song from Train. And that was the choice of my guest, Iza Moon, the founder and director of Together We Shine. Iza, we've been joined in the studio by Sylvia. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for coming in.
Well, I'm dragged in.
No, not really.
Well, pretty much.
Oh, well, it's lovely to have you. You're going to help us out, aren't you? Because we're going to talk about... I'm intrigued. You're doing this wonderful Sing for Joy. You don't need any singing experience. You just need to come along and get stuck in and have fun. So
Yes.
wouldn't it be a great idea if we tried a little bit of that now? Shall we do that?
Let's do that.
Come on then, you're the leader. You take us through it.
Well, I was thinking, why don't we do one of the warm-up songs that we would do at Sing for Joy? Because you will know these warm-up songs.
Okay.
Because they're playful. You would have probably done them, like you say, at Brownies or Scouts or at school.
Yeah.
And they're just about having fun rather than anything else. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yes, sounds fun.
Over to you.
So you must know the song She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Let's do it. Are we ready?
Okay.
Yes.
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain, coming round the mountain, coming round the mountain when she comes. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee,
Aye, aye, yippee. Aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye.
Yay! You see?
I'm sorry if we just blown your speaker at home, but there we go.
That was fun.
Exactly.
I couldn't sing for laughing. That was great.
Exactly, that's what
that's
Sing
what
for
you
Joy is
do.
about. There is honestly as much laughter as there
That
is
was
singing.
wonderful.
Thank you very much for doing that with us. That was superb. I hope you enjoyed that at home. And it shows at home, doesn't it? I mean, if we can do it, everybody can do it and get
Exactly.
involved with Sing for Joy. So let's Sing for Joy. What about the drumming?
Yes.
What do you do there?
Well, some of the songs that we do in Sing for Joy, we use a drum with them because they are from oral tradition. So the drums would have been used a lot in that kind of music. So people they can borrow a drum or they bring their own drum, and I teach very simple songs with a drum beat, and we sing and drum at the same time.
And I've seen some of that on Facebook. One of you says, brilliant, loved it.
It is. And what amazes me is that we had people come to the first session who'd never drummed before, had definitely never sung and drummed before. And by the end, we had everybody in the circle drumming in the rhythm together and singing.
That. Yeah.
They amazed themselves.
Yeah, not too many men. I think it was only 2 blokes, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, so we do need a few more men to get involved.
We do.
Yeah,
That'd
it's
be
good
lovely.
fun. It really is. And you got the movement as well.
That's coming. Yeah, we're actually applying for some more funding at the moment to get a choreographer in to make specific Sing for Joy routines with sort of Ceilidh barn dance type movement to the songs, so that we can get people moving and singing at the same time.
Sounds fabulous. It really does. That was 30 seconds and it was good fun. We enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry if you didn't at home listen, but we did our best. But what are the benefits of joining in sessions like these?
Well, we know that there's been a lot of research done into the benefits of singing. You know, it's good for the nervous system. It releases endorphins. It helps people with their communication, with their confidence. But I think that Sing for Joy kind of goes beyond that. It's more about the feeling of belonging to a community and the warmth and the connection and the support that goes with that. And I think we're craving that in these times, to connect with one another and to feel in a safe space that you can just be yourself. That's really precious. Everyone's accepted exactly as they are. They're not expected to change or get better at anything, or, just come as you are, be accepted as you are, be seen as you are. And when we relax, we shine.
I was going to ask, obviously you're taking this. How do you see the people reacting to what you're doing?
I see people arrive possibly feeling tired, stressed, worried, the pressures of life on their shoulders. And by the time everybody leaves, they're laughing, they're chatting to people they've never chatted to before. They're feeling lighter, brighter, more positive. And that's well-being. It's simple and it's free. The sessions are free. They're funded, so everybody can come, and there isn't even the financial pressure. That we do ask for donations if people want to leave them, but so there's a lightness to it all, which is lovely.
It sounds really good. It really does. I can't wait for it to come over to Lincoln.
Yes,
that'd be great.
absolutely.
So let us know when you get started in Lincoln area, won't you? Currently, it's in Market Rates, isn't it? So there's a session.
And Grimsby.
Yeah. So if you fancy travelling over there, it's going to be well worth it because Iza's brilliant, and you will have fun. Now, you've got 1 or 2 big events coming up. Just briefly tell us about those. Yeah,
we've got a brilliant summer gathering coming up in August, which will be Sing for Joy, Sing and Drum for Joy, Sing and Move for Joy, and a performance by some friends of mine have a band called Campfire Collective. They get everybody singing. So that's going to be sort of a summer gathering extravaganza. And that's in Grimsby at the Pelham Suite on August the 14th. And then we've got monthly events obviously happening in all the different places. We've got a collaboration with another brilliant community interest company called Dance Free. So we're doing dancing and singing on the beach, and that's in July, I think the 11th, Cleethorpes, Humberston Fitties. So there's all sorts going on, as much in nature at this time of year as we can as well.
Brilliant. We say it's Cleethorpes, but it's only, I went there yesterday, it's only sort of just under an hour down the road. It was great. And we went over the Walls and it was beautiful.
Yes, it is a lovely
Absolutely
drive.
Beautiful to get there. It really was. It's great. Now, if anybody would like any more information, Iza, how can they get it?
At the moment, it's really just the Facebook page that we've got. And on that Facebook page, there's also a sign up to subscribe to a monthly newsletter. So you get all the event information into your inbox every month. But the Facebook is the main access. There's email links on there as well.
Right, that's brilliant. It's been an absolute joy having you in. It really has. I've thoroughly enjoyed your company this afternoon. Thank you for that. And thank you for all the work that you're doing with Sing for Joy.
Thank you.
And do let us know when you start up in Lincoln.
I will.
Because Silver and I'll be there, won't we?
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Oh, great.
Yes, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
So thank you so much,
Thank
Iza.
you so much.
And don't forget, send us that track and we'll play it next week.
I will.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you.
Graham.
That's Iza Moon, the founder and director of Together We Shine, with Sing for Joy and Drum for Joy and Move for Joy as well. go on the Facebook. The Facebook page is brilliant. There's loads of stuff happening on there, and then you can see how you can get involved. Got brand new music coming next here on LCR FM.